بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. The first unit, states of matter. Everything is made of particles. The first thing. Everything, meaning matter or substance. Substance or matter may be solid as rock for solid state, may be liquid as water, liquid state, may be gas for air, gas state. All of them are consist of tiny pieces which are called particles. These particles are different from matter to another. The first thing we can talk about their movement. Their movement may be free as in water and air. A free movement of particles occurred for liquid and gas state. Not free movement for solid state. This movement or free movement of particles we can description it by random motion, because their direction is changing from a time to another. There is no restricted direction for their movement. So we can describe it as random motion. We can illustrate that by some evidence, as we saw now. You can see now evidence outside the lab that illustrate movement of particles in liquid and gas state. As you see, cooking smells can spread out into the street and the smoke in the another figure. In our lab, to experiment is for liquid and gas state. For liquid state, on the left hand, as you see, we put crystal of potassium permanganate or potassium manganate 7, the same, in a beaker of water. After a few minutes, the color spreads through the water. This proves particles mix among water particles, spread, diffusion of potassium permanganate among the water particles in liquid state. For gas state, when put red brown bromine in a jar of air, after a few minutes also we can see the color spreads upwards of the jar, because bromine particles fully mixed with air particles. This theory is diffusion. And illustrate the random motion of particles for liquid and gas states. So, what are these particles? In our chemistry, these particles may be atom, single atom, may be molecule, may be ions, or substance. In chemistry, our particles may be single atom, as in noble gases, molecule, as in other gases such as hydrogen gas, two atoms in its molecule, phosphorus vapor, four atoms in its molecule. Also, sulfur vapor, eight atoms in its molecule. In case of ions, some substance consist of ions, such as uh, salt of food, which consists of sodium ion and chloride ion. Potassium permanganate consists of potassium ion and permanganate ion. These particles in our chemistry. And to see these particles in our chemistry, you must use the very powerful microscope. In your image now was taken using electron microscope, palladium atoms, as you see now, palladium atoms, and one carbon atoms. This is by electron microscope, very powerful microscopes to see particles of chemistry. We reach to final the end of our lesson today, and see you later to talk about particles and our chemistry atoms or molecules or ions. See you later. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.